Hey everyone, welcome to the 5th Helpful Villagers video. Up until now we've looked at the features in the initial release of the mod, and now I'm back with a new update for you guys with a lot of cool new features. So let's go ahead and jump right in. As you can see, I'm actually nowhere near a village this time, and in fact there's actually no villages in this world whatsoever. And in the first version of this mod, that was a bit of a problem because you could still spawn villagers, but you had no way of actually changing their profession because the guild halls actually needed to be inside a village to work. So now that's been changed to where when you spawn a villager, it'll actually basically create a new village in the area where it was originally spawned. And to test that, we can go ahead and make him a guild hall real quick. Alright, so we have our building, and to check real quick, you can see that all the professions are locked for now. And if we go ahead and turn this building into a lumberjack guild hall, we'll see that now we can turn this villager into a lumberjack, and he will function just like any other lumberjack. He'll go ahead and look for an item, for his axe, and then once he has one he'll go and cut down some trees. So I'll change him back for now. Now another problem with the first version of this mod was that even though villagers can be equipped with armor and they had regenerative health, they still happen to die a lot, especially the lumberjacks and villagers. They would get stuck sometimes and eventually end up dying. So that has been changed to where the villagers will reproduce more often to maintain a higher village population. So if I go ahead and spawn another villager, you'll see they'll immediately begin mating, and they'll breed to maintain a population that's proportionate to the number of guild halls in the village. So basically the more guild halls you have, the more often they'll mate. And as you see, they've produced a child villager, and it looks pretty much the same as the adult villagers, but unlike the adult villagers, you actually cannot interact with them in any way. So you have to wait until they're adults to change their profession or access their inventory. Now another problem with villagers dying all the time is villagers would sometimes die. You wouldn't really know about it, especially the miners when they died down in their mines sometimes. So I've gone ahead and added another feature to where when a villager dies, it'll actually send the player a chat message, as you see right here, describing how the villager died. Basically just like player death messages. And also, as you might have seen, there's a new button down here that says give nickname, and it functions pretty much just like a name tag. So we can give him a name, and now when you hover over him, his name will appear. And it's partly for fun, but it's also partly for organization. So if I gave this villager some items and I walked off outside the village, came back, then I wouldn't have to look at each individual villager's inventory to find that item again. I can just look at his name tag. And also the name tag will appear in the death message if this villager died, as well as the profession and also any items that the villager has will drop when he dies. So change him to a lumberjack real quick, and now when he dies, you can see that his name appears in death message and his profession appears, and also the item he was carrying dropped. So those are just a few things to help deal with villager deaths. So if you get any death messages, you can go ahead and start protecting your villagers if they keep dying a lot. But that kind of goes against the whole point of this mod, which is automate tasks, have the villagers automate tasks for you. So to help protect the villagers, I've actually gone ahead and added 2 new professions, the soldier and the archer profession. And we'll start with the soldier profession. To unlock him, you just make a guild hall with a sword in the item frame, and then go ahead and change him, and you see he's got this sort of light grayish skin texture. Now the soldier is actually a little bit different than the other professions, because as you can see right now he's looking for a sword. But unlike the other professions, if a hostile mob is somewhere inside the village, he will actually stop looking for a sword and go and attack this mob first. So we'll spawn a zombie real quick, and as you see, he's attacking the zombie even though he doesn't have a sword. And he took care of him, and now he's gonna go look for his sword again. So we'll give him a sword this time. Just put that in there, and you should go get it. And now he has his sword, but there's no hostile mobs nearby, so he's just sort of hanging out and wandering around, patrolling the village. So we'll spawn another zombie, and as you see, took care of him pretty quick. And he will actually attack any hostile mob that's inside the village. So for example, skeleton will take care of, spider, slime, it doesn't matter. He'll even take care of a creeper as well. There he goes. And he took care of him pretty quickly. One thing you want to make sure though is if you want your soldier to take down a creeper, you want to make sure you give him a pretty good sword, otherwise it'll just obviously just blow up in his face. So that's what the soldier will do. He'll just pretty much protect the village, but that's actually not his only function. As you see, you can also guard a villager, and to do that, just click on that, and he'll follow you around, and he'll actually also protect you as he follows you. So if we want him to guard this villager, we'll just right click on that villager, and as you see, it'll send a little chat message saying that he's now guarding the villager. And he'll follow this villager around, and any mobs that try to attack that villager, he'll take care of. And also, as you see, he also picks up any items that drop from hostile mobs, and he'll store them whenever he can. So that's pretty much it for the soldier. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the archer. So change this guy real quick, make an archer guild hall, and you want to make sure to give the archer not only a bow but also some arrows. So we'll change this guy to an archer, and you see he's got the sort of dark green texture. And there he goes. He's got his bow, he's got his arrows, and now he'll pretty much function pretty much like a soldier, the only difference being that he will fire arrows, obviously, instead of going up to the mob and attacking it by hand. And as you see, he sort of stays back most of the time. He doesn't go up to any mobs, so it's a little bit better at conserving health in that aspect than the soldier. And also, like the soldier, you can get him to guard individual villagers as well. And you see he died right there, and he dropped his inventory, and another death message appears. So I'll create a new one real quick, because you might be wondering what happens when an archer runs out of arrows. And actually they're not entirely useless without arrows, because they will still attack mobs, but they'll pretty much attack them like a soldier. And in fact, an archer with a bow will do the same amount of damage as a soldier with a wooden sword. So they're still pretty useful even without arrows. And that's pretty much it for this update. We have the soldier, the archer, and a few other cool features that help maintain the population of your village, make the mod a little bit easier to use. There's also a few minor features I included that I didn't mention here, and you can, if you're interested, you can go ahead and look at those in the changelog and the forum, and as always the link is below. So that's it for now. Hopefully I'll have a new update and a new video for you soon, so look forward to that, and thanks for watching.